Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Renton Reflects. When it comes to children's books, they're not always that easy to translate for the big screen. In the case of Roald Dahl's books, they are no exception, given his unique writing style. While he didn't like every film adaptation of his books while he was alive, there is a possibility that if he had lived long enough to see this film adaptation, he probably would have found it to be rather tolerable. The reason? Well, before I answer that, let me first tell you how the story goes. Based on the book of the same name, it features an anthropomorphic fox, appropriately named Mr. Fox, who has a family to raise, yet he can't seem to resist returning to the old days of stealing produce and poultry from local farmers. So he decides to return to doing so in secret one last time on 3 nasty farmers named Bogus, Bunce, and Bean. The 3 farmers soon find out about this and decide to retaliate by plotting to kill Mr. Fox himself. The rest of the story consists of a wild adventure where the farmers and Mr. Fox attempt to outwit each other. And it's up to Mr. Fox, as well as his family and the rest of the animal community, to outsmart the farmers in order to survive. Now, the reason that I think Roald Dahl would have tolerated this film, maybe even going so far as to actually liking it, may have to do with the creative choices put into it, as well as how it looks and how it's told. Seeing how this was Wes Anderson's very first animated film that he directed, I think he did a really good job capturing the sophisticated wit of Roald Dahl's writing while also being able to mix in his own filmmaking sensibilities so that the movie could work for both kids and adults. For example, there's this running motif where the word cuss is substituted for every swear word in parts of the dialogue, like, "Are you cussing with me?" and "What the cuss?" That, I think, is really funny. Even the song choices for the soundtrack and the casting are highly spot on. Of course, some creative liberties had to be done so that the translation from book to film would run smoothly. So even though it may not be exactly like the book, it at least captured the aesthetic flavoring of the book, making it rather sly, cunning, and crafty, as well as delightfully fun, much like an actual fox. So if you haven't done so already, check it out and see what truly makes it fantastic. If I were to rate this film on a scale between 1 and 10, I would give it an 8. The way I see it, it's pretty good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been my review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.